Well, folks, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in Total War Warhammer 2. And boy, things are lively in Soll. Got enemies on every front. If Karak wasn't at war with the idiotic border princes, we could get our crap together and get rid of Black Venom. I've played through this several times testing before this one, and I've never seen Karak allow Black Venom to live for this long, nor have I seen the border princes go to war with Karak. It makes absolutely no sense, and is moronic, and only helping my enemies, which is exactly why it's happening. We gotta break out of this position though, folks. Some part of me wishes we would have just taken the war with Wissenland and tried to expand west and get some more territory. I don't know what we're gonna do, honestly. Hey, Grinzat. Oh, Grinzat, yeah. We can't protect Grinzat from this particular army. Vlad's really spamming out the Vargeist and the Dire Wolves here. That could be a little more interesting, but I still don't know that it gets him a win. If we just approach that right, I think we can defeat that just about as easily as the other trash that he's thrown at us, because none of it has armor. The Flyers will help him, especially if the AI was smart enough to split them up. Oh my gosh, there's going to be another massacre at Fort Soll. Well, no better way to start off the video. Some of you all seem to be upset that I didn't show you every massacre at Fort Soll. There's about to be another one. I mean, the ramp position is 100% impenetrable to the greenskins because of how much fire they're going to take. And, oh well, you know, I enjoy killing the greenskins. It's going to be something that we're just going to have to get used to. We might have to take peace with one of these factions, even if it's just temporarily. I mean, I don't know, just to get a break out here somewhere, because the problem is we have one army, and the AI can't really do much about my one army. Like, we're just gonna beat them. That's about all there is to it. But, that said, we still have to make progress at some point, and right now we're just kind of stuck in a never-ending mire of the same battles over and over again. And what'll happen is, because of the AI cheats and all the other stuff, they'll eventually start spamming out elite units, and then we'll lose. So we can't keep this up forever. We're going to have to find a way to break out of this situation. Look at this though, all my units are getting chevrons. The Steamy's got triple silver chevrons at this point. Put old Stanley Steamer right here. Some of y'all wanted me to rename these units. I don't think I can rename a garrison unit. I don't think that's a thing that CA allows me to do. Okay, start the battle. These guys on defensive. Defensive. Okay. Oh, forgot to put my Outriders in position. Let's fast forward a bit. Let the initial wave of goblins get their face shot off. One of their lords is going to get inside the gates. Here we go. The great shooting begins. Alright, so one of their bosses did get through to the walls. We need to get back, because he's headed this way. I'd love to stay up here a little longer, but looks like we're going to have to... Oh, no, not the cannon. You stay there. Look at these Outriders. Come on, handgunners, get on down. There they go. Alright, the handgunners are moving in. If I can get a chance, I'll try to get back to the walls with my handgunners. In fact, let's just do this. Let's just set them up right here. Let's not fire at will. Just target over here. Okay, yeah, there we go. I want to keep my handguns in a ready position to get back up on the walls to shoot up the second wave. One of the things I do hate is that I don't know that these units... Obviously, these units don't get all the buffs that Balthasar grants them, which kind of stinks. Yeah, if we can hurry and shut these units down over here, I'm gonna go take the steamer over here and see if we can speed the routing of these units so I can get my handgun units back up on the wall, because I really want to shoot this second wave up before they get to the walls. I'm gonna get this info card out of your way so you all can see better. I want you to see all the shootinings. That should help terrify that unit. There we go. Alright. Perfect. We'll take the steamer back over here. Got some units headed back to the walls. We've still got lots of ammo. Our outriders, oh, well, look at this. The unit got to the walls without me being able to see him. It was a nasty skulker. That's frustrating. Well, I can't really stay up here on the walls and let my handguns get caught, so go ahead and forget it, boys. Come on back down. Got skulkers headed your way. I'm going to go ahead and line my handguns up here on the top, and we'll just go into the defensive formation. Let's get our mortars to open up on these approaching infantry troops. I was hoping to get a second round up on the wall. Holy mackerel, these guys just got crapped on by the towers. Or something. Maybe it was my cannon. Let's see how many kills the cannons. Yeah, 16. It hit him. Woohoo! Love it. So the skulkers are hiding again. That Gobbo boss shooting his stank magic at me. Get him, steamer. I wonder how many kills the tank's got. Already 24 kills and it's barely even gotten engaged. As these troops regroup and come back at me, my outriders and the steam tank will absolutely annihilate them. The outriders don't have a lot of ammunition, unfortunately. They seem to fire through their ammunition rather quickly. Now let's go greet this Goblin Great Shaman with the steam tank. He's about to be greeted by my free company. Have my witch hunter accuse him of being a goblin scum. It does stink that the witch hunter here can never be leveled up to get the accusation ability, because they're garrison units. So that definitely is not ideal. Start dropping some shots here. Gonna let the great shooting gallery do its job, and boy, is it doing its job. Hi-yi-yi, these guys are getting their faces shot off. Alright, that Gobbo Great Shaman took about half health damage and then ran off. This orc boys is getting slaughtered. The handguns must have a really good vantage point, because they just absolutely owned those orc boys. Our mortars aren't having a great effect here. I'm just gonna have them cease fire. Oh my goodness, there's an archer on our flank. They snuck in here. I mean, I don't think they're gonna last long, but there you go. Steamer chased him off. Ooh. Gobbo Great Shaman's angry. I need the steamer over here. We could get smoke bombed by the steamer, or on the steamer. Let's keep our, yeah, sneaky stabbing. There's the smoke bomb. Oh well, they routed as soon as it was dropped. Ammunition is still a go, and the enemy is taking insane losses. They would still have to fight their way through a healthy steam tank. So it is not likely they're going to succeed in their goal of taking the settlement. Yeah, our biggest challenge here would just be running out of ammunition. Because otherwise, any enemy army is just really up a creek trying to fight their way through this. I could take my Outriders over here and try and run some of these routing units off the map now that it has used its ammunition. Looks like the Gobbo Great Shaman coming back for seconds over here. Let's shoot him. How did he get into combat? Alright, all these orc boys are getting shut down. The Great Ramp is serving its purpose. So yeah, the greenskins are losing troops very, very quickly. Ammo stores are still at a safe level. So the guns of Fort Soll are continuing to gain their chevrons. Let's take this unit. I'm going to try and move around here, and like I said, if we can, if some of these units are routing from the steam tank, I'll try and just chase them straight off the battlefield. Oh my gosh. The shooting is real. We are about to run out of ammunition in our front ranks, though. At least one unit, but some of them... Oh my gosh, the amount of bullets going through the gate right now. Wow. Holy macaroni. This is bananas. Look at that. Oh. That is absolutely bonkers. The amount of firepower you can put forward here when they break through the gate. Like, breaking through the gate is an instant death sentence. So Fort Soll is just, at this point, impenetrable to greenskins. I was a little worried about the gun garrison coming into this campaign, that it would not work out well for me in the forts, and that just could not be more untrue. And remember that this is only a tier 3 garrison. This fort garrison is going to get better as it goes along. So these guys got absolutely slaughtered. We only lost 17 men to their almost 1,000 orcs. That is, and I'll bet some of my losses were probably friendly fire. Holy macaroni. That is bananas. I'm going to take the money because there's no reason not to. Like, we'll replenish a little slower, but they'll replenish. And it's not like there's any threat of being knocked out. Alright. Let's do nothing. War declared on Stirland, Talabek land. I can use my influence to stop it and gain imperial authority, so that's probably what I'm going to do, because I don't... Yeah. I
am the supreme patriarch.
Let us hop out of this settlement here and go into an ambush stance and see if we can lure in any Von Karsteins.
That will work.
Basically, Black Venom, we have them held. Like, Black Venom can do very little to me at the moment. Very little. Look at this. We still got a +6 from the tavern, and we're still at -7, even with Balthasar sitting in the province. Let's actually see something real quick. Burger, +1, public order, winds of magic. We need that Untainted. Untainted is also good. I don't need campaign movement range. Do we have anything better? More public order in the local province. I mean, I'm putting as much public order in here as I can at the moment. Forbidden Rod. Channeling Staff. Fear of Aramar. Fear of Aramar would be pretty good. Assault of Stone, actually. That's what we need. Crown of Command. We got a Luckstone. Luckstone's pretty good. We got the Grudge Settler for now. Okay, so Balthasar has the things he needs. I wonder what level we pick up his Pegasus mount. Oh, we finished state-issued infantry armor, so check this out.
You summon me.
60 armor Free Company militia. Someone said these guys are basically like Space Marines. Yeah, they're getting close. That's awesome. 60 armor Free Company militia. This is going to be absurd. So some people probably want to air, when do you get the new units? Well, I've got to have almost 5,000 gold to build the gunsmith, and that only gives us access to these cheaper guns, which honestly our Free Company militia are a little bit better than them right now. So really we need to be all the way up to tier 4, and that's where we can start getting some good stuff, like Hellstorm rockets, look, Jaeger Corps, Force Jaeger, these units, Berg Jaeger, all these special Jaeger units will be great, but the really fun stuff comes all the way up here at tier 5, and it comes out of the Academy, and then also this Engineer's Workshop. These guys right here are line infantry, and they have a special bayonet ability that they can use when they're in, maybe going to have to go into combat. See here, fixed bayonets. And so this is where it's going to get interesting. So basically they'll be able to perform like line infantry, and we'll have a lot of fun with that. So yeah, hope you all are ready for it. It's going to be pretty entertaining, but it's going to take a while. And not only that, we need money to have those units, so we're going to have to figure out a way to break out of this slog with the vampires. Let's do tithe rebates, see if we can get growth in public order, because we don't have massive other needs at the moment. There is that one mounted missile research that we should probably do, but the public order's been an issue. Growth is slow. We've got all kinds of issues with vampire and Skaven corruption creeping in, so we're gonna have to do what we can. Once we get to a high enough tier, I can build stuff. Did they really just fall for this? I mean, how stupid you gotta get, Grimfang. The thing is I think that'll knock Balthasar out of his ambush and allow the Von Karsteins to not get caught in it, maybe?
Do not waste my potential.
I'm gonna try one more time to set an ambush here and see if it lures in any Von Karsteins.
Thou shalt treat me with the respect
They may
I
want a
deserve,
peace treaty.
or die.
We actually have a stronger strength rank than him right now. Moderate chance of them taking a peace treaty, but they're at war with people. I don't need to take it yet. Oh, look, Schwarzhofen got hit by Averland. Oh!
Now,
The Von Karsteins are hurting.
Wind of Shaman, I will.
We're pushing up.
Very well, I will do this. On march. Step to
Yeah, we're going to push up and stick it to Vlad. Yeah, we're going to push up and stick it to Vlad while we got the chance, because Steingart could get hit here, but since Black Venom just got destroyed, this is our best chance of pulling this off. We need to get it done. Oh, look, we can get Quicksilver. Fantastic. Okay, so Balthasar's on Quicksilver. I say it'll help keep him safe. He's going to have to watch out for Vargeist and stuff like that, but, I mean, he does have a lot of guns to help protect him. Let's end this turn and see if we can take Grinzat and finish off the Von Karstein faction. If we can bankrupt Vlad, then we can focus on the others. Oh, look, there's Vlad. So he was hanging out. But this is okay. We can if you take Steingart, it really does suck. However, we can put a hurt on Grinzat and just really further cripple them as a faction. So this is still a great opportunity for us, I think, even though it's not going to be perfect in the way it pulls off. This is Isabella. We actually want to defeat her in combat, so let's go do that. Let's go defeat her, and we'll pick up whatever trait she gives us too. Hopefully at one point I get some replenishment from one of these lords. I know there's a few of them, or at least one. I say a few. I know there's at least one or two who grant you replenishment for defeating them. I don't know about Isabella. Vlad basically makes it where if you get wounded, it takes very little time to come back. Not particularly exciting. Wondering whether I should do a check. I don't think I need to do a checkerboard for me. Well, I won't do a checkerboard, but what I will do is kind of do like a front line like this, and I'll just put a secondary line for shooting down bats or taking on dire wolves. But I'm actually going to keep all my cavalry together and try and lure in some enemies. We can do the same with Balthasar. I'm going to gonna put all these guys on defensive mode. Alright, Baltasar should be pretty fast now. Let's check his speed. Yeah, 105. So he can basically keep a pace with bats. And a lot of those type... Oh, there's a Vargulf. Let's go take him out. There's a lot of units here actually that need to take out. Let's go get some attention drawn in. I'm gonna try and take a shot here. Get him. Shoot him. Run, Baltasar. We gotta pull all these bats back into range. We did put a big shot down. Yeah, those bats are almost in range. Let's go over here and protect our flank. Alright, Baltasar is about to be safe from bats. Vargulf's coming in. Okay. Let's go back on fire at will with our cavalry. Alright, the great shooting is beginning. Push up over here. I'm gonna leave a couple units to defend behind in case we get a summon or something. Alright, their direwolves are getting their faces shot off. Shoot these bats. I can probably just sink these direwolves by weight of numbers here. Get them to crumble. Let's use our Assault of Stone. Gonna have to be careful not to kill our own units with it. I don't know what the armor level is on Isabella. It's pretty high, actually. Let's take it off. And go get her. Alright, cleaned up that flank. Let's move around, get the corpse cart. Just throw some extra units in melee to hold here. Isabella has been significantly weakened. There we go. I'm gonna get in completely behind here. Isabella's trying to run away. She's gonna get shot, so she would have been better off staying right in the middle of that fight.
Yes, sir! Quickly! We serve the Emperor!
That's the end of Isabella. Killed Vlad's lady. There we go, folks. Oof, that friendly fire there at the very end. That friendly fire. All right, let's see. Isabella is defeated. This is going to deal a pretty big blow to Von Gunstein faction. Plus, I think we just took their last settlement. Oh, wait, what did we get? Yes! Regeneration from Isabella. So Baltasar now regenerates. It does give him a weakness to fire damage, but Baltasar regenerates. I'm not going to spend any money on Grinzet at the moment, but that does put Vlad out of a settlement. The defenses at Steingart, though, are just awful, like gosh awful. So he can take it, and it's because what the Greenskins or he did. I don't remember who it was. I think it's the Von Gunsteins actually that tore it down. This is good news, though. Vlad is going to die here, even if he causes us a little bit of damage at Steingart. We'll come back, retake it, and now we're going to be able to get in here and start trying to put a hurt on some of these other vampire factions. So I really wish someone would take out Fester Spike too, because the Skaven are spreading their rot into our provinces, and I don't much appreciate that. We're about to have a rebellion back at Fyldorf too, so we're going to have to deal with that. No need in spending any money on Steingart, because it's about to get sacked by Vlad. Almost 100% certainty of that. And we'll just take a look here. Hold the line. That's actually... so it's a passive. It's not that great. Honestly, I feel like we should either work on it. I think we should work on his magic. Some of my units aren't really up to the highest chevron level yet. So let's work on the magic. Let's do glittering robe. We can add armor to like Balthasar or something if he has to get into a fight. Could be handy. Skip that. It's end of turn. We're still hurt for money, but we're alive. Looks like the border princes. What if they're doing in Blackfire Pass? Are they going after the dwarves? Oh, the Von Karsteins did it to me again. They sent Helman Gorst in behind me with an army of zombies to help out Vlad. But Vlad is, like I said, he's without a settlement. He's hurting. He's hurting. We'll go back and retake Steingart.
Welcome to my private study.
Are we finally going to start being friends?
Palest gold will whet our palates whilst we speak.
Let's see. Yeah, okay, this would be good. I proposed this earlier. Remember, you all were the ones who thought that it was a bad idea. In fact, I remember you insulting me every time I asked for it, even though it was the obvious good idea. Really don't like wasting money on this stuff. That is so much money for me right now. Click our treasure thing. So, alright.
Ready.
This army that Helman Gorst had is actually really bad.
I will.
Because this is owned by vampires, we now take attrition here, which is annoying. Even though they haven't spread corruption, we take annoying attrition. But this will give us a chance to kill Helman Gorst.
No.
Vlad's kind of doing his thing. Fyldorf doesn't have a lot of defenses, but it is walled, and it has a number of Free Company militia and stuff that probably can defeat what he's got. And we obviously know that Fort Soll is completely impenetrable to all of our enemies. Like, it just cannot be beaten. So, no big worries there. Actually, honestly, there's no sense in spending... well... there's no sense in spending any money there right now. Here comes the rebellion. It's end the turn. We got to clean up Solland once again. I'm a little more worried about the Empire rebels that are going to hit Solland, because they may have a howitzer and then just immediately attack me and take Fyldorf and screw it all up. And, you know, defeat all the growth there. Alright, Vlad's going to attack me and try and get assistance from Gorst. I'm totally fine with this. We'll just kill them all in one go. And then that also allows me to defeat Helman Gorst and pick up his ability as well. And I think we already have Vlad, so here we go. I'm feeling quite confident that we will be able to defeat both of these armies. Vlad has nothing that's a threat to us outside of a couple of Vargeist. With 60 armor, they're not touching our Free Company militia. Not in any substantial fashion. Alright, I want to get in Vlad's face very quickly. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and checkerboard a little. We're a little too... yeah, let's stay a little blockier.
Militia! Free company!
Okay.
Militia! Free company! Militia! Free company! For the Warhammer!
Alright, here we go.
Sigmar guides us! Militia! For Heldenhammer! Militia! Free company!
Alright, we've checkerboarded.
Outriders!
I'm still going to roll my Outriders in a group, and I'm going to send Balthasar with them on Quicksilver.
Pick targets!
Alright. I'm gonna group these guys, put them on there.
Lord of metal.
Alright, let's go.
Outriders!
Did Vlad deploy over there? I think he did. Yep, he did.
Stalin's revenge!
Okay, well, let's just go ahead and go use our cavalry in Baltasar to start getting some attention and see if we can lure some Vargeist up to their doom. Single out as many units as we can. This position right here ought to be good. Alright, here we go. Let's go get their attention.
Ready! Take the ground!
Come on, Vargeist. Let's go.
On way.
Yes, General! We obey.
Bunch of bats and Vargeist on the other flank, too, so we'll try and get as many of these guys pulled in as we can. Come on, Vargeist. Let's go. Come fight me. Yeah, that's right. You know you want a piece of the Great Metal Lord. You know you want a piece.
Moving now. Quick march. To battle.
Look at them, they're like, you know what? Actually, we don't. Come on, come get some.
Moving out. Quick march. Take position. Go. Detachments move.
At speed! Go! Moving now! Target and fire!
Formation march.
Yes, my lord! To battle!
To battle.
For the Emperor!
Okay, some of their units are taking the bait.
Move out.
Taking
Let's run away.
Yes, sir, quickly!
Just keep running, keep running. We want to pull all these units right back into the loving arms of our Free Company militia.
Cavalry ready!
Moving faster.
Outriders!
There we go. Worked like a charm.
Sigma calls!
We took a little bit of friendly fire as a result. It's unfortunate. Vargolf caught us for a minute, but
Take the ground.
Rolling ring!
yeah, that Vargolf is going to get absolutely drowned in bullets. Let's go see if we can lure up these Vargeist.
No lingering. At speed.
Okay. Come on, Vargeist. Come get some.
March.
By Ulrich's rough!
Start targeting these Graveguard over here.
Bow before.
There we go. Vargeist are going to get owned.
Take position.
See, this is where that checkerboard comes into play with the vampire armies, which are capable of causing all the disruption with flyers. Just let the checkerboard do its thing.
Yes, sir, quickly! Formation march!
Let's bring Baltasar over.
At speed!
Shoot up those guys.
Ready!
I'm actually gonna bring my pistoliers and stuff. Actually, no, let's take out Gorst. How much army does... Gorst has a pretty good armor.
They will never move again.
Moving now!
Wait,
Go!
just a vampire lord? I thought it was Gorst. There we go.
I am master of Shadow. Feel my heart.
Let's just get out of that fight. It's no longer a very valuable fight for us to be in.
Balthazar Gelt.
Alright, Baltasar. Just get away from these dire wolves over here.
No lingering! Free company!
I'm gonna come over here and get behind all this cavalry. Alright, Baltasar just gotta beat off a couple of Vargeist real quick. Continuous bombardments. I'm gonna buff this unit,
Yes, General! Quick march!
and I'm gonna start slaughtering this Graveguard with Great Weapon.
Save the ammunition!
Okay,
Sigma Preserver!
we are kind of losing our front line a little.
Outriders!
This blob right here, as soon as it reconnects with another target, I'm gonna drop a big ol' overcast Searing Doom on it.
Moving now. Take the ground.
That armor buff there at least helped us hold this together for longer. Actually, I don't know if an overcast is going to be any better than just dropping some of this here. Okay, we're about to finish off this Graveguard with great weapons, finish off the other Graveguard. It's a little bit risky with friendly fire here, but there's such a vampire blob that we have to attack it. Let's throw some more units into melee here. Let's give these units some help. We're taking a little bit of damage here. My biggest concern is that we actually lose full units, and then I would need to re-recruit them, because I don't actually have the buildings for that right now, nor much money for it. So this could end up being a setback for us. But as long as it results in the end of the Von Gunstein faction, it's kind of still going to be a win, because I don't think that Manfred's faction has the wherewithal to overtake me right now. Let's keep our focused bombardments going here.
They'll never move again. I am master of Shadow.
Let's make this unit unbreakable.
Haste goes magic.
Let's go into fire at will.
No lingering!
For the Empire.
Trying to keep Balthasar right up in here where he can support this fight. There's a bunch of vampire leaders in there that are causing problems for us. With our cavalry here, we should be able to put an end to a lot of this here.
Formation, march! Understood!
AI is now taking lots of shots in the back. But we've taken damage to a lot of units. How many kills does Balthasar have? Not enough.
Withdraw!
Yeah, we're losing lots of Free Company militia here. I don't really know how the vampires are killing my Free Company, to be fair, because they really don't have any armor piercing.
Outriders! Charge!
Let's start necromancing here. I'm going to bring Balthasar down. Let's start a little fighting.
Battle awaits.
It's mostly just zombies that we're up against now at this point. We've got 466 kills.
For the twin tails, comet! We serve
Fall
the
back.
Emperor!
I need that unit too much. Don't let them take you.
Withdraw!
Let's keep taking out corpse carts. We're running short of ammo, though. It's my big concern here. What units have ammo are still in melee. I'm trying to take out a corpse cart right here.
Sir, moving now! Slay them! Yes, sir, quickly!
Come on, Balthasar.
And staff.
Sigma, preserve us! Sir!
Yeah, a lot of my cavalry are running out of ammunition. I don't know how many Free Company I have left. It's like we're killing all the vampires, but it's almost like we can't kill them fast enough.
We obey!
Yes.
Alright, Balthasar needs to get out of here.
Take the ground!
Yeah, it's not good. We're running low on ammunition. I never thought of this problem, which is that
Yes, sir!
we just run out of ammunition and can't finish an enemy army because of it.
Go!
Let's see if we can take out their lord. I'm trying to smack down this Graveguard over here, see if we can free up Sturland's Revenge.
Sigma calls!
They really don't have much left. It's the power bar is really in favor of them because of all the
Sigma calls!
leadership left. If we can drop their leadership.
To battle! General! General!
Shoot him.
In range!
He's got no armor. Shoot him. Shoot him.
Let's go to battle. Formation, march.
Free company!
Alright, that Vampire Lord's gone.
Serve the Emperor!
Let's try and clean up little groups of zombies.
Quick march! For the Emperor! To battle!
And this unit has a little bit of ammunition. This unit does too. What is this unit here? Skeleton warriors?
Understood. Withdraw!
Keep these units safe.
Stallin's revenge!
Just gonna try and clean up some of these zombies over here with the outriders, and let's see if we can clean up a corpse cart.
Yes, my lord!
Not gonna be pretty, but we should be able to
Understood! My
take them out here. The problem is we're gonna be so short of units when this is all said and done.
For HeirofCarthage!
Heading out!
Get out of there, Baltasar.
Take position!
Sigma, preserve us!
Get away from my
Now!
artillery.
In range!
Take the ground!
Alright, we've gotten rid of their zombies.
Go!
Ready for war!
What do we got left here? So Vlad's still in here. He's gonna be our #1 threat. Start pulling up all our force. How is this skeleton warrior still alive?
Serve the Emperor!
Is crumbling not a thing?
Free company!
Okay, they're done.
Flee! Outriders! Taking position!
So who else still left here?
Go!
We're gonna have to take the armor off Vlad, shoot his face in.
General! Free company! To battle! Finish up! Moving now!
And then we should be able to pull off the victory here.
Withdraw! Outriders! Taking
It's
position!
gonna be the end of the corpse cart.
Now! Go!
We actually still have quite a bit of ammunition left in our free company, which is gonna be fortuitous for us. Is Gorst in here? Yeah, there's Gorst.
For Heldenhammer!
Outriders!
Quick march!
There we go.
They'll never move again!
Vlad and Gorst going down to the shooting gallery. I think that's the end of Vlad's faction. This battle was costly. Much more costly than I thought it would be. Actually, I'm kind of a little bit skeptical here how the vampires were actually able to amass that many kills with 60 armor on my free company. I mean, don't get me wrong, my free company performed very admirably, but what did they have that was going to cut through armor? They had like a grave guard and a grave guard with great weapon. That was it. Nothing else they had would do any significant damage to armor at all. We only lost 1 unit of free company. Vlad should be dead. Gorst is gone. Their garrison got wrecked. We're going to take attrition sitting here over this turn-in, though. And all other armies were allowed to live, even though they crumbled completely to the ground. Boy, that's frustrating. Well...
I am ready. Are you?
Yeah, look at that. Vlad was allowed to live, even though he crumbled. We defeated Gorst, so now Baltasar has poison attacks.
You summon me. Yes, that will do.
We can't very well take on all this vampire scum while we're all beat up like this. So I'm going to have to get back in and
I am the supreme patriarch.
get to replenishing. I could go ahead and pick up the silver bullets as kind of a temporary unit. It doesn't really replace a free company militia very well, but at least gets me up to full strength. Let's see here, though. Vlad's faction is still taking attrition, though, because they don't have... all this stuff crumbled. I get the dead shall rise again, but look how many. No, he must have done, yeah, raise the dead. He did a raise the dead. Otherwise, there's no way he has some of these units. All right, yeah, he must have done a raise the dead. All right, whatever. We should have a defensive alliance, you idiots. They're not even at war with the vampires anymore. Oh my gosh. The kind of people I get surrounded with. Well, I don't know if we're going to survive this or not, just from a money standpoint. We don't have a lot of money because we're forced to spend a ton of it all the time defending other people. I saw this as a chance for us to break out. If we can get healed fast enough to beat the vampires back out of Steingard, it still could be. He came and sieged me. Well, that's actually really bad that he's sieging me, and the reason it's really bad is because I can't replenish while he's doing it. And now I've got these idiots raiding my territory as well. Oh boy, it's a mess. So Vlad actually screwed me over really bad right there. I can't afford to lose any units here, so I'm going to have to fight this manually. He's suicidal because he doesn't have a faction. The frustrating piece to me here is that he died. He literally got shot to death on the battlefield. He has no settlement, and he gets the dead shall rise again, and he still has enough money somehow, despite the fact that he's had no provinces and had to raise up multiple armies, still had enough money to do a raise the dead and pull in all these units. Like, it's absurd. It is absolutely 100% absurd. I like that you get to fight bigger armies of enemies when you put the difficulty settings the way they are, but I do really get tired of the fact that the AI tries to cheat you out of hard-earned victories the way that they do. I don't know that there's a whole lot of better way to handle it at the moment because the AI sucks, and so they just have to cheat for them, but it doesn't make me like the way that it plays out at times. Well, even our garrison free company gonna roll in with a lot of armor.
At speed! Handgunners! Go! Shields up! Free company!
Okay, basically our objective here is to not lose any units in Gelt's army. So I'm gonna come up and start skirmishing up this force that Vlad has and start picking it apart. Lure it into the waiting arms of all these guns back here. Set it up more like that. Let's go get rid of their mobile units first, because then we can just harm them at will, basically.
Yes, sir. Quickly. Moving faster. Taking position. No lingering. No lingering. Moving now. Quickly.
All right, get them, boys. Get them. This situation might still be salvageable. The Empire Rebels are going to make it frustrating because I won't have gotten to heal near enough because of what Vlad did right here. We got to go get the attention of this Vargulf. I'm going to move up a force over here just to give the Vargulf something to think about. Shoot the Vargulf.
Taking position! Target and fire! For the Warhammer! Quick march! Take the ground! At speed! Go!
That is how you delete a Vargulf, people.
No lingering! Quick march!
How to delete your Vargulf.
Sigma guides us!
Alright. Get the info panel out of the way. Let's go continue to harass this vampire army. Start bombarding these guys. I really want to start attacking these corpse carts, just kind of get Vlad's attention. In fact, I'm going to ignore the skeletons and just go for the corpse carts. He's got Master of Beguilement on me, so let's just get out of here.
Formation march! We serve the Emperor!
Alright, my handguns are opening fire. Alright, we've got Vlad completely surrounded. I'm gonna try and ignore the zombies and get over here closer to the corpse carts. This one's got the lodestone, so we really don't want it to be alive. Bring Baltasar back over. Alright, Alright, that corpse cart's about to be toast. Graveguard's stuck in a shooting gallery. Let's go take Baltasar over and cut the armor on that Graveguard. Okay. Here we go. Hopefully this will be the end of the Von Karstein faction once and for all. The Vlad Von Karstein faction. Kind of scoot up a little this way so we can get some more shots in. Once we get his little entourage dealt with here, Vlad will have no bullet sponge. There's no surviving this one, Vlad. No more raising the dead. Alright, sorry I had to go silent for a minute. I was talking to the family real quick. There we go. That should be a faction wipeout right there. Like I said, downside is that we don't have much replenishment for two reasons. One, Vlad came and sieged us, and two, they destroyed Steingart, which had my farm fields, which were giving me extra replenishment. So this is bad in multiple ways. So he still hurt me pretty bad by doing what he did there. That was not what I needed at all. The good thing is we have a fresh garrison force here to help protect against the Empire rebels. He's still alive.
I will not. Let us begin.
You will die. Do we understand this?
Potential.
How many times must a man kill Vlad to make Vlad dead? It's getting pretty old, CA. I want you to ask yourself a question. If your lord died twice in the last turn end, would he still be alive? I think you all know the answer to that question. And it's mostly rhetorical at this point.
Cavalry ready!
Formation, march!
Ready!
How did the Vargulf come back?
Yes, sir!
I mean, it's got to just be freaking necromance magic. That's the only possible explanation here, because that Vargulf took so many bullets, there wouldn't have even been a corpse to reanimate. Like, there literally wouldn't have been anything left.
Quick march!
Take the ground!
Formation! March! Take the ground! To battle! Moving now! At speed! Take the ground! For the Warhammer!
Take position!
To battle! Taking position! Outriders! Yes, General! Finish up!
Alright, how to make Vlad dead, part 6.
Moving now!
These direwolves gonna crumble
We obey!
just whenever they feel like it. I mean, who needs to crumble?
For the Emperor!
Feel my fire!
No lingering!
Okay. But is he dead yet? Oh my gosh. How many bullets does it take to kill a Von Karstein with the Heir of Carthage? If we took 20 losses, that sucks. The Vargulf got 17 kills? He killed that many cavalry? Wow. Can't say I would have thought that, but there we go. We at least killed one vampire faction. How did Averheim lose Schwarzhofen? Probably a rebellion.
Move now.
Alright, at least we'll get to replenish. We'll deal with these things one at a time. Hopefully the greenskins go to Fort Soll.
I am ready.
If they would just be so kind as to go pay a visit to Fort Soll, that would be great. Leader of Renown, Attrition. We definitely need this if we're going to be fighting vampires. And then Fervent, because again, we got to deal with all this corruption. Let's go ahead and start with Fervent, and then we'll get Reassuring Presence eventually. We could use the extra replenishment, Lightning Strike, all that extra stuff's going to be important here. Local militia, tradable resources, income from settlement buildings, missile resistance, and missile strength for pistoliers and outriders. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh boy, things are a little dicey here. We're actually losing money now because of the green skin rating. And the rating of the Empire Rebels. The good news is once we kill them, we won't be losing money, and then we can go retake Steingart. I need to get better defenses built up at Feildorf.
I trust our dealings will.
Okay, are we gonna start talking here? Thank you. Defensive Alliance. Alright, Fort Soll is gonna be attacked by the greenskins. Let's defend it. Let's defend it. There's no reason that they're going to be any more successful this time than they have any other time. They do have a couple of Black Orc big bosses. I love that they keep going for Fort Soll because this gets them out of my territory, allows me to kill them with an army that isn't Balthasar, and saves me the resources. So we're just going to get our standard ramp defense set up here.
Free company for the Warhammer. Free company. Handgunners.
All right. Ramp defense 1.
We are Sigmar's heirs. Fire.
And here we go. The cannons up here, defensive, outriders in their position, defensive.
For war.
Actually put him on defense too. Alright, start the battle. Start slaughtering greenskins. Let the great slaughter begin. This is good news, though. The chevrons on these garrison forces are going to end up paying dividends over the long run.
Mortar. Sigmar Corps.
Start trying to kill archers.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
We get as many shots off as we can. Because look, we've already wrecked a couple of full units of orc boys. Alright, the ladders are coming. Let's go ahead and start pulling back.
Quick march! Yes, sir! Quickly! Sigmar guides us!
Okay, the initial defense. Let's see what kind of kills we got. 33, 23, 33. Yeah, I mean, we're starting, our forces, you can tell how much stronger they're getting as they chevron because they're starting to just get more and more kills every time we go through this exercise. Alright, we're moving to the fallback position. We got some Bob units coming in over here. They're already under fire by our outriders. I've got the Great Cannon on fire at will. If it gets a good chance to shoot, I'm assuming it will. Oh, man. Our mortars are starting to land more shots, too.
Show us the bow! Sigmar guides us! Go! By Ulrich's wrath!
Let's give a charge to the Black Orc Big Boss real quick. Knock him over. That way he'll get shot for longer. Let's not do fire at will. Fire here for a second.
Ready for war! Fire!
Alright, my free company is going to start hitting the Black Orc Big Bosses. Though, to be fair, Black Orc Big Bosses have quite a bit of armor. He just took a shot from my Witch Hunter. Getting rid of these big bosses is going to hurt their leadership considerably. The handguns are getting good shots on the Black Orc big boss now. I'm going to try and terror out this Orc Boy unit. Is Fort Soll impenetrable, folks? It sure seems that way. Both Black Orc big boxes got absolutely owned. My Outriders are already almost burned through their ammunition. The gates got opened, so my guys are shooting through the gates. You all know what happens when the gates get opened.
Judgment is coming!
Judgment is coming. Let's go rout these Orc boys. Steamer. Quickly sending them on a terror route. The gates are open, so rip greenskins. I think we all know what happens when the gates at Fort Soll get opened. Yep, that's what happens. We're up to silver chevrons on some of our handguns. Slowly gaining chevrons on the Free Company militia. The steam tank is a triple gold now. So that's going to give him max accuracy, melee defense, stuff like that. Okay. So, the Greenskins once again failed to take Fort Soll, as expected. We're losing a lot less money because they decided to go get themselves killed.
Let us begin.
Not likely.
I hate waiting a turn, but I kind of have to with the Empire Rebels. And, does anybody want to be nicer to me these days?
On behalf of the Empire. Now what brings you here with a sheathed blade?
Non-aggression pact, maybe? Come on! Freaking crap! What do you gotta do to convince these guys? Okay. Let's see if we can convince Wissenberg to be a little more kind here. Can I give these guys, like...
Honor to your ancestors.
Yes. Get over here and take HeirofCarthage, please. I'm making it ridiculously easy for you. By killing their army repeatedly.
Do not waste my potential.
I kind of need this extra turn of replenishment here. I can't let the vampires sit on my territory for too long. We're going to have to go get active against them, but I could use as much replenishment as possible before fighting these Empire rebels. Plus, if anything, maybe this just helped get rid of a little more of the public order issues to where it'll be longer before we have to fight this rebellion again. Vampires are going to have Steingard all screwed up, though. Not pleased about that. We're going to fight our way out of this, folks. We're going to fight our way out of this.
You summon me.
It's not giving me great chances here, which is absurd. Okay. Okay. We've got reinforcements coming. We want those reinforcements. I'm going to use Balthasar to try and draw the fire of some of their units while we get all of our reinforcements set in. I want my garrison reinforcements to fight first.
Outriders!
Okay, let's start the battle. Come back here.
Enemy! Yes, sir! Quickly! No lingering!
Okay, let's go draw fire, see if we can get rid of some of their howitzers.
Taking position!
Sorry, mortars.
In the name of the twin-tailed comet!
They've got crossbows and mortars, so we'll have to be a little careful here.
Free company!
I'm gonna put up the reinforcement, or the garrison reinforcement line first.
To battle!
Find the enemy! Moving now! Quick march!
See if we can use Searing Doom to get any work done.
Yes, sir! Quickly!
First thing we need to do is
Let's go!
get rid of their artillery.
Battle awaits! Prepare for combat!
If we can get rid of their artillery,
Outriders!
the rest of their army will just be a simple mop-up.
We
I'm
obey!
gonna try and get through here outside of crossbow range as best I can. We're right on the edge of it. Okay, we're gonna get rid of one artillery piece.
Send us out! Take the ground!
They're leaving their other ones vulnerable.
Charge! Take the
Let's just get up and keep Searing Doom.
For the Emperor! Moving
Just run
now.
through here, get out of their crossbow range.
Go!
Put another Searing Doom down on them.
Outriders! At speed! To battle!
formation!
Alright, routed one.
Ready to serve! No lingering! Free company! Hand gunners!
Start moving up to the flanks. Bring our Witch Hunter up.
Outriders! Go! At speed!
Map is like kind of screwed up. Look, my guys are beneath the map over here.
Take the ground! Quick march!
Moving faster!
Let's get up out of this fight. Head over here.
At speed! For the Warhammer! Quick march! Hand gunners! Quick march! Taking
Really collapse in all over these guys.
prepare for combat! Free company! Taking position!
Okay, got rid of another artillery piece. I'm actually gonna just bring my cavalry back here. Mop this up. Baltasar's done a pretty good job of hurting their artillery pieces really bad. It's only 8 seconds in between Searing Dooms.
Attack!
Their main army is getting shredded.
Mortar! To battle!
At speed!
Drop another Searing Doom here. Look at their mortar. The underground mortar.
We serve France! Yes, sir! Quickly!
Hey, come on now.
Outriders!
Get that mortar up off me.
Ground!
Take the ground!
Baltasar's been able to Searing Doom pretty much all their mortars to death.
Feel my fire! Whoa!
Go after these guys here.
Quick march!
Use our cavalry to finish this up. One and Searing Doom.
They'll never move again!
And Assault the Stone.
Haste beyond magic!
Moving now! Formation march!
Okay. All the mortars have been dealt with. Gonna fight from below ground like dwarves or orcs here because of the screwy map.
Take position! Quick march!
I could just leave Baltasar there, honestly. He'll probably be fine. He can call in Searing Dooms on himself. He's a maniac. Alright, I think we've cleaned these guys up. Pretty sufficient manner there. And we are going to be almost done for this episode. I do want to take Steingart back so it feels like we didn't give any ground and we actually gained by eliminating Vlad's faction and holding and gaining by taking Grenzat too. Leveling up Balthasar, leveling up our army. So I definitely want to gain ground. We gained the defensive alliance with Karak. I wish we could persuade the border princes to quit being such idiots. That would be a real big benefit.
Let us begin. I am the Supreme Patriarch.
You better not kill any of my units, auto-resolve. Okay.
I am ready.
We're going to actually add some public order to Fyldorf, replenish some troops, and we're going to go try and retake Steingart. We've got an ally order on Karak. We're in the positive. We've earned a bunch of money. We have a ton of elector influence. I'm going to try and improve my relations with as many of the surrounding... We've got good relations with Stirland. In fact, let's hit the diplomacy diplomacy.
By Sigma's will, come in peace.
Military access. Is there at war with the Vamp? How come we can't do like a defensive alliance or something? I don't understand why you can't ask these people to do that kind of stuff. Alright, whatever. Maybe it has to be done through machinations or something? Trade agreement, Averland? Come on! Apparently we still got to improve our relations with Averland a little. Come on. Alright, see what we can do.
So,
Gelt. Let's give him Fervent. Again, we want to take as much of the Vampire and Skaven Taint out of our lands as possible per turn. Vampiric Corruption is still headed up for some reason, even though we're sitting here, helping to get rid of its spread. We can't spend any money there. It's going to rebel. We're going to have to retake Grenzat as well. It's going to be a Vampire Rebellion. Hopefully the Vampires have tried to focus on Averheim, and I can take them out of Steingart. Having 60 armor, though, on our Free Company militia will make our sieges a lot more possible, especially if we had some more mortars to help us work on the sieges. Oh, I think Grenzat came and killed the Vampire Rebels. Someone did. Someone killed off the Vampire Rebels for us. That was kind.
do not waste my potential. I am the Supreme Patriarch. That will work.
Enter an ambush stance here. Even damaged, I think we can take these guys. And I can't stay here forever. Yeah! Someone beat back the Vampire Rebels there for me. That was awesome. Alright, let's take back Steingart. If I can get some replenishment here, if they stumble into a trap or anything, they did not stumble into the trap. But Steingart is now open because they've split their armies. Oh, Karak, please go take back your city. -1 from Talabek, +1 to Talabek land. If we do this, we might be able to confederate with Talabek land. Let's do it. We might get the option to confederate with Talabek land.
That will do.
And that would be huge, because they've got a lot of territory up here that we could use. I think it just has to give you the option, right?
Only Sigma's. No, no.
Of course not.
It is time.
The Empire is so stingy in its diplomacy. Alright, Steingart is retaken. Oh, the Hammer of Witches, the Templehof. The question is the Templehof Luminarch,
Now,
is it playable in this playthrough? It's not gunpowder, but it is a gun. Do laser guns count? I feel like it should count. I feel like Templehof Luminarch should be a thing, but I'll have to ask you all and see what you think. but I definitely think it should be a thing. Steingart, we don't want these roads, but I do want to build defenses here. Oh, we still are so low on money. Once the rating goes down, we can build something else here in Steingart to help me out a little. Oof, a Hammer of Witches. Yeah, that is a beautiful sight. Money, though, is going to be very, very short. I really just need growth here. We're 5 turns till a population surplus. We need Filedorf to build up so I can build enough defenses. We need to build things to clear out corruption. Hopefully the vampires will just fall back here. We definitely are going to have to get Steingart defended. It's going to have a level 3 settlement and walls, which is going to be tough because we are short of money. But there's things we can do to help that. There's the Confederation. There's the Confederation. This may be the big breakout we needed. It's going to hurt our income because they're probably going to have a bunch of unnecessary armies and poorly built settlements. Let's go take care of a couple of things.
Praise be to Sigma.
Vampires could be within striking distance. Let's see what we've got access to. We can train Free Company here. Oh, look, they've already built this up for me where we can train the new units up here also.
Sigmarite Arch-Lector.
Praise Sigma.
I kind of want the Arch-Lector
Servant of Sigma.
as support.
Yes, my lord.
At least units, that's too much. Well, he has war wagons and mortars and handguns. Those are keepable.
To the provinces.
Let's throw a bunch of these units that we're not allowed to have.
What does the
That should put us back in the positive. We don't use Empire captains.
Protector of the
Okay, not bad, not bad.
Praise be to
I kind of
Sigma.
want the Arch-Lector, though, to be the one that stays.
I trust
Oh, we've got a
no
Witch
man.
Hunter.
I'll
Good.
scout the area.
Witch Hunter is allowed. Let's take a look at a few things here. Wow, we still don't have much money, and that's with the help of all this stuff. Great Swords, Demigryph Knights. I don't want this building here. Or that one. Or that one. Keep the stuff that gives me... Okay, this is huge, folks. The fact that we just... Now, we should have jumped up pretty significantly on the strength rating here, too.
What? Greetings, my countrymen. I will not obey.
They still don't want non-aggression pacts
Yes.
with me.
Come then. Only Sigma's will.
There we go. Finally got a trade agreement. Taverland. Okay. We're wheeling, folks. We're wheeling and dealing now. We're wheeling and dealing now. We need to get to Grinzat. I can get within the defensive here. That'll keep these vampires from getting to it easy. Oh, Manfred's here. If we defeat him next time, that'll be good too. All right, this is a good place to end. It felt like we weren't going to make any progress, but we did. We did end up making significant progress because Talabek land has confederated with us. And we can start to do some special work with Talabek land to help build it up and try and keep it happy, use it for income enough to help us here. These Dawi, man, they've got to get over here and take care of Kern. It really shouldn't be that difficult. Anyway, HeirofCarthage signing off from, I think, what is a successful episode. The good news is, too, is on the next episode, we can consider starting to recruit these elite troops. The elite shooter troops that we can start to get access to, plus rocket batteries. So things are about to get fun. HeirofCarthage signing off for now. I'll see you all on the next episode.